Look at that random rock. Huh. No one on top, some other stuff in front of it. Why do they care about this rock? The other thing I can't help to do overkill on is, you know, I heard this one guy say that, you know, he's like, a medium was talking to a Sasquatch, and Sasquatch is like, listen, the way we disguise things, even if you were to stand right next to it, our giant hole that we have right here, you wouldn't see it. Because it's disguised with some kind of technology or something. I find that to be a really weird spot. Something sits right in there. Later, little wood knocker coming up. Why? Hunting is the only thing I can think of. They come down here to hunt, but from where? That's what I gotta figure out. Is it up? See, I just showed you the opposite way. Let me show you that way. It could be up there too. And it's probably, honestly, it's probably both. Well, which way do you pick? You know, and this is one of my reasons for, oh, look at this we're going into. This is insane. This is one of my reasons for hopefully taking this next summer off and just doing this for a whole summer. I don't want to do this forever, guys. I'm just doing this for like maybe a summer. When I get some people out here. Yes, I have to charge them, so I don't have to work and can do that for the summer. I'll probably make less money than I normally do, but I want people to come out. I did turn down a lot of people until I decided I was doing this. I didn't say no, I just said I have to think about, like, I don't know what I'm doing or anything like that. But I do have some people coming out, and if you want to get on that list, it's going to fill up really quick. I'm going to do maybe one a week, just to show you I'm not trying to make money here. Maybe 1 to 2 people at the most a week. When I say one person, I mean, and that's whoever you bring with you, of course. That goes, you're completely allowed to bring whoever you want. Look at this. This is, I want to curse so bad right now. Okay, so I can only imagine this is snow related. Check this out. I'm completely covered in. If it was snow. And then I got this thing. This is incredible. It's almost like weaved in here. Look at that. Wow, I'm really, really happy I came here now, you guys. Really happy. This is just incredible. Here's the other thing. You know, these things seem too smart and too cool to build all this stuff, right? Look at that. It just came out of there. You can't even tell. And there's a giant inside. You can just see branches just sticking up every which way. Here's my question: why do they go in there? Like, I mean, is this, so they're hunting, okay? The creatures that I see, you know, the stuff I see, I don't picture them just hiding in these. Here they do it all the time. I'm guessing this is such a great place to do it. That thing is fascinating. It really is. Look at that. There's literally 101 hangouts in there. Look at that. It's simply just to keep you from either seeing that way from this. Look how close I am again. What's amazing is there's two giant blinds, and they're both next to this fence. Okay, so there's the one. Look at the size of that, you guys. Because then there's a huge inside. All right. So I got an X right there. Beautiful X. If you guys will notice, almost all my X's, unless it's just like the ones they put up in the air. Here, let me get sorry about that. I'll use this as a pointer today. You can see the back one is in the back. This one's in the front. They always do that. It's like extra strength or whatever. That's actually a really pretty X. You just can't see the other end. I got this random mane going on in here. I Usually I'm in awe. Here I'm like, ugh, get me out of here. I just told him this place is another X. Another X. Look at that. That's kind of cool, actually. The only thing I don't like about it is how to use these old pieces of wood. I guess that's all that's here. That's pretty blatant right there. Sorry. X there. There's number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Right, all right there in a circle. And there's like a big leaner there. But everything's weird. Like, oh, there's another one. I missed that one. There's like 8 X's right there. That must be, or used to be, an important spot of some sort. Ooh, that looks interesting. See how you see those 2 fences down there? You'll see 2 of the same trees on top of each other down there. Right down there. I want to go down there. And you can see they're really piling up here too. This looks just like the place by my work. It looks exactly like it. I'm telling you, I'm really starting to believe there's different areas, meaning different types, and they do the same type of thing. That's why I believe they're Sasquatch, but there's some difference about them I can't figure out yet. I don't want to say good, bad, whatever, but it's possible. There's another pretty cool structure over there that I missed. I can't see it. I'm just zooming in because of that dark spot. It's pretty blatant. Look at that. Alright, so I definitely found you guys right off. Sorry, I'm taking a couple pictures. Right off. I mean, just picked a random new spot, didn't use Google Earth. Just my common sense. And although it's a little disappointing, this is not what I like to find. I like to find, better stuff. But who knows? Maybe we'll get some timestamps or something. It's a little shaky, you guys. I'm holding the camera in my hand for the first time instead of some kind of a pole or tripod because something's wrong with my threads. It fell on the ground and it like stripped my threads. Look at these weird areas. I see the same type of structure. Let me turn this off a minute. I was going to leave, but I may not here for a second. I'm going to keep going. Come on. Just walking down the road here. It's like an ATV road. I'll notice a lot, natural blind, like to hide behind. They don't always have to make their own, you guys. If there's something there they can use, then why not? They'll use it. This is blocking them. As you can see, it's all matted down in there. Something has been sitting right next to the road. Not a typical place for an elk to take a rest, or a deer. I'm guessing it's them. For once, I actually had some mud up here, so I'm actually keeping an eye on the road just for the heck of it. I've gotten some I didn't film it. Oh, here's one right there. Really good mountain lion tracks. I'm sure that's just what that was right there. You can tell the game love to walk on the roads, I think especially at nighttime. It's a great way to, not to have to try too hard. Look at that cave. Whoa. Check that out. Go in there? No, it doesn't. That's cool. I couldn't see that with my eyes. I don't think it does anyway. Of course there's a stick leaning in front of it, It's like, why does there have to be a stick there? So this is an area, you guys. I'm coming back. This is just my first time being here. Quick investigation. I know there's places here. I can just tell by looking. Wow, that's a big boy. Look at that. I gotta keep checking, make sure he's not above me or behind me. See it? It's cat. It almost looks like there's two. It could be, I could be seeing front and rear paws. Otherwise there's two, because there's two distinct different sizes. This is such a hot spot over here. See, here's the thing. I knew, that's all, I was kind of hoping for a little bit better today, but I really didn't expect it. You know, you look right into those woods, there's nothing there. And that's all the stuff I just filmed is right in there. And that's all I really kind of expected. I just didn't want the demonic type of stuff. You can see there's another hangout in there. Of course, everything's leaning and twisting. And I'm not going to go in there because I was already in there. This stuff is all piled up. Look at that. These are all roadside ambush blinds. Yeah, I'm going to stick my camera right in there. Yeah. Look at that, it's just piled up. Alright, well, I'm super convinced that I'm going to keep walking on this road because I already cut through there. I'm super convinced. This is a different kind of video from you guys, so bear with me. Super convinced that they do hunt, or some of them hunt. There's just no doubt about it. I don't know if I can go down the road this way or not. Because of these blinds that I see. Yeah, I call them, people that don't know what a blind is, it's just hunter's blind, you know, it's a way to be blocked. It's a way to not be seen. Look at this, right? This ATV trail. There's all kinds of stuff going on right there. Gotta be watching me. The sun's about to go down. I don't know if you can see that, all that structure's in the up in the air there. You can't really see them a little bit. It's all right on this little ATV road. See, this looks good here because it's a hill and it's nice and dry, but it's like really muddy. I guess you could get up here. This is the best part of it. There's parts that are really, that sink in the middle. I'm thinking even four-wheel drive wouldn't cut it, probably. Maybe in a good Jeep. If you had like a jacked up Jeep, you could probably do it. Something that could take a big dip, like this kind of stuff. Look at all these trails that just go right off and then into the woods. Little bender going out. And there's a whole trail right next to the road. You can see it. It goes straight down. See it? There's actually trails going every which way in here. Man, I get some really crazy feelings in here. I don't know why. It's these demonic places. You know, when I say demonic, guys, it's an exaggeration. Because I really don't know for sure if they're good or bad, but it just looks like it, and it only happens in these places. In other words, the other places are really pretty. Some of them have like a beautiful, amazing views. It's almost like the bag of Bigfoot, or the rogues as we know it, will pick spots so they don't have a choice. Like, you know, all the good spots are taken basically. If you want to be on your own, this is it. I'm willing to bet that the good Bigfoot don't get along with the bad ones. Got all kinds of bends. Sorry guys, nothing crazy exciting. I'm just exploring today. Good enough though. Good enough. Definitely good enough to want to come back here. The one thing is, there's all kinds of activity here, so I know there's a bigger area somewhere around here. The hard part about here is picking excuse me, is picking what direction to go to find that, because oh man, it's so hard. It's a wonder why no one ever finds these guys. We don't care. We're like, people are such wussies. Like they could be anywhere, you know. And locating those key spots are just. It's a nice big hefty X right there. I'm starting to get the feeling there's a big boy here somewhere, just by the pure size of some of these pushovers and stuff. Big X, big volume X's, like wide. Another one right there. See, to me, that could be a deadfall X. Just because that makes an X like that. That's how their X's look. They don't look like that. Now, it could be theirs, but to me, if I was taking a test, I'd be like, yes or no. I would say no, because it doesn't look like that to me. All right, so I'm at some kind of. It's weird because. All right, go figure this out. I wonder why in the world. I don't know how that's private property right there. What is that, you guys? Look at that. Look at that blind. You see it? Right here off the side of the road. That's technically private property. I'm not supposed to be going there, but that is crazy. Who owns that? I'll guarantee whoever put that sign there knows all about the Bigfoot. Oh yeah. Here's another thing I'm finding out, guys. There's other people up here that know full well what's been happening up here for 10,000 years. And that this is one of the biggest areas in the country or the world. I'm not even kidding. And they don't say a word. Like, it's amazing. Like, I've talked to people now a couple times. Like, oh yeah. Like, they're like, when they find out who I am, they're like, oh, I've been doing this for 40 years. And, I'm trespassing now. Look how beat down this is. They really spent some time in here. Look at this. I don't get this blind. It is a monster. This is the biggest ever. It goes all the way down. I haven't shown you guys the rest of it. Look at that. Look how clean it is on the side of it. Why, though? I'm trying to figure out why they did this. Yeah. I just pulled that out of that hole right there. Ow. Got stabbed. X's everywhere. Wow, this is like... Alright, what do you want to bet? That the owner has the sign there for a reason, because he knows all about them. They must know he knows, too, because it's right there. Look, there's a fence right there. And then there's this gigantic thing going on. They can't be too worried about him. Look at the, this stick's just sticking straight up in the air. This big giant one going over. See it? Well, at least I don't have to worry. No one's coming up here, so I'm not worried about it. There's no way to get up here unless you're on a four-wheeler. So I'll hear them coming a mile away. Well, this is interesting. Alright, so I guess I will put this video up. It might not be that exciting, but it gives you an idea of how cool things can be. Alright, so this thing's clearly walk-aroundable. It's amazing. I don't know, I'm assuming it fell on its own, but Look at this side of the blind, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I came over here. It's huge. It goes everywhere. Private property, no people ever. What appears to be like, I mean, real movement in the ground too. It doesn't seem like they care here or anything. See, my immediate feelings are that's the kind of stuff I come up with, and I'm probably not too far off there about the owner and this guy, and knowing about this guy, about these things. When you own property, you know it all. Like you've been on it, you've walked it, you see it. You don't come up here and buy this kind of property in the middle of nowhere unless you kind of got an idea what's going on, you know, with woods or being out, or like to be outside or something. You're not a city person, most likely, especially since he's buying property that he's not using. Or that's just a BS sign. I don't know. Someone doesn't want me back here. This is simply amazing. How, I mean, these guys, these are all laid. You see? They're all laid there. There's no, there's not one of them is not a part of that. Like I could just take, you know, look. They're just all laid there. Wow. Oh yeah, look at that. Hell if I'm going in there. There's a, God, you'd have to crawl on your stomach, but there's like a, it smells too. This thing freaks me out, man. This is insane. This is simply insane. Look at the blinds, you guys. I have never seen anything like, I've seen them. I've seen 100 of these things, but never like this. Ooh, look at that. And then something sat right there. Oh, look at that. He sits right there. And ate a bird. Something ate a bird. It sure looks like something sitting right there, and something was sitting right there. Hey guys, are you guys around? I just want to say hello. I'm so excited. I mean, God, I walked right up to that sign. Like, I think I'm on the same clip, so it's not like I found this. I was just like, the last thing I was expecting to see was something that size. I mean, you guys look. I'm not showing you some incredible star structure or something like that, but here, let me put this tripod down. Monopod, sorry. But look. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a blind. Look at the X. If that's not enough for you, look at the X. I mean, that's crazy. And then you got another one coming down that bends. All their classic symbols. Bends, X's, blinds. It looks to me like it's been there. I'm going to go ahead and say since at least last year, because I do have some green, but it's mostly completely dead. So I'm gonna say at least a year it's been like that. But I don't think much longer than that. You know, it's weird. I don't see, like, where's the stuff they did like that from 20 years ago? Like, what happens to it? I only see new work. It seems like I'll find old structures and stuff, but like nothing. There's not a lot of them. I don't know if they take them down when they get old enough or what. I'm really starting to get a little hangout back there. We're actually doing some pans here. Look at that tree. It's not even, it's just suspended 3 feet off the ground. X there. You can't see it well from here, but that's a nice X. Stuff just being dragged in. You see that? That's like, I know it's deadfall, guys, but it's being dragged into there, okay? Big time. And then in the middle of those boxes, you can see right in there is a hangout. Right in there is a hangout. Right in there is a hangout. There's other stuff coming down all the way down to this. So I guess what they're trying to do is really block off that area. I don't know. I just make guesses. Your guess is as good as mine. Let me click off and tie my shoe. Alright, I'm not finding like any beautiful structures, but I'm finding like tons of evidence of them. And some of it's really weird. Like, I don't... Okay, so I have some kind of a hunting blind here and some like trails that are going through. Everything's like all matted down. My tripod just, my threads on the monopole, I should say, are, okay, this is interesting. A little orange tag. Looks fairly old. Right in the middle of all this stuff. Some kind of a hunting blind here. It's blatant. Ugly. Sorry guys, you're listening to me, but, and you can see inside right in there. Like inside it's all, there's blatantly a place where something's been sitting in there. And there's just 2 random sticks. That's how you always know. Like there's no way those 2 random sticks are just laying there like that. To me it looks like an arrow almost. Fate pointing this way. Which is the way I'm going anyway. Alright, so I don't really like these areas. I don't like this demonic, like, I keep calling it demonic because it just reminds me when you get a terrifying smell like I did. It literally terrifies you. You never forget it, so every time I see a place that looks exactly like it, I can't help it. This is strange. I think I'm wasting my time. Like, in other words, I think I could just go film this stuff all day, but I'm not in like one of my worlds today. I should have really went somewhere I wanted to go today and I didn't, but I think I'm gonna go tomorrow. So that's that. All right, I'm gonna explore around a little bit more. Bye. So in a way, I feel like it's, you know, I'm like, I'm probably boring these guys to death with like how boring some of this stuff is, but in a sense, it's really educational for me because I think to everyone because, oh man, I gotta tie my shoe. Because, you know, it's different. Things are different. It's just like at work. It's not like my Bigfoot worlds, I call them, where they're big, you know, and everything's crazy. And see, I have a really big, clear Bigfoot path here. It's just leading right out of there. I think I found a good little area here. All right, keep your eyes open here. Because this is like I'm getting big time chills. There's walk-ups everywhere. And wait till I show you the structure right in front of me. And look what they're about to do. Look at that. They dragged all of that stuff. You know, this is why I go with Christopher Noel thing on autism, because, you know, that he really spent, someone took a lot of care in getting those sticks. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of time. I'm talking, they're almost all identical. You would have had to walk all over this forest to get those sticks and then bring them back. But to me, that's really strange. There's an X right there. Big old X. And there's this open hangar. I still haven't showed you the coolest thing here yet. Just taking a look around really quick. Oh yeah, this is their hangout. This is like a blatant hangout here. I guess I will put this video up. It may not be that exciting, but it does show you how different things can be. It's insane. There's a path, like a blatant path that goes. It almost looks like that's where he came from, threw him down, and went back. Because there's no real path around it. It's just this beautiful path that leads out, but it stops. It doesn't. Just like he did, he made the path just for building these sticks or bringing these sticks over here. All right, now look at this. This is like really unbelievable. Oh yeah, this is good. I got a lot of access around me. Seeing a lot of stuff. All kinds of leaners down there. So this is actually kind of cool considering I just picked this spot. It's like 5-10 miles from my house on a motorcycle. All right, look how blatant. This is really blatant, okay? You got all these sticks leaning up, okay? But look at that one. I mean, it did not come from there if I have to show you. I wish I could just tell you and everyone would believe me, but it's an extra 5 seconds I have to pan. Just blatantly put up there and straight across. Oh, I heard that. Hold on, guys. crazy movement. I'm not saying it's Bigfoot. I got something really loud over there. Actually scared me. Oh yeah, it's so strategic here too. Yeah, I just go on, you guys. I just talk because right now I'm a little bit. I know the camera didn't hear that, but I'm like really got spooked on that one. I can't explain it. So I just continue on talking. All right, so there's the road. Now keep in mind it's a road that only an ATV can get up. I couldn't even get any further on my bike. It's getting really muddy and icy. So I'm like down there a bit. And here you go. It's like real strategic. You got your typical log blocking the entrance in. Sorry, I stutter. And tree looks interesting. And then you just have this beautiful view. There's no way a human being can get here without them knowing. I don't even care if you were a human being up here hanging out. You would know before another human being got here. A real human being. So just imagine what Bigfoot knows. You sit out here 24 hours a day for God knows. I'm guessing I've heard anywhere now from 50 years to 3,000 to 5,000 years they live. So you can make up your own age. All right, so I thought that was really cool. I don't know what that's for. It's blatantly hanging on that one. Look. Sorry, I never finished this one really. It's so them. Another like lean her up. I find it really interesting how different this place is. How cool. I'm not feeling scared. I just have the nerves, like the goosebumps for some reason. It's weird. You guys, I'm not scared. I come here by myself. I do this by myself. I'm not scared, but you can't control those crazy like goosebumps. They just come to me. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Something is watching me. It could be a bobcat or a mountain lion. All right, so to me, this is just like a little hill, like a random little hangout. They clearly come there and hang out in there. And you're just so hidden in there. It's amazing. Look how pretty that peak is. See any Bigfoots up there? Alright. So I probably should have went on the other side of the road, but it's a climb. I'm running out of time here, but I may. That was really, really interesting back there. I was kind of disappointed at first. Oh yeah, look. All right, this is why I'd want to go up there, you guys. Where is it? See that X? That X. Could that be a natural X? Yes, it could be. Do I think it is? I'm not sure, but that's good enough for me. Like, I want to go up there because I'm also seeing other stuff. I'll see. I've never really tried this. I always feel like I have to be in the woods. What a better place I'm in the open than just zoom in on the edge of the forest line. Just zoom in there, looks like something funky happening over there. I'll tell you, that's the place to zoom, guys. I don't know for sure, but it looks to me like that tree is in that V for a reason. And whether it is or isn't, that's going to be my spot I'm going to pick to zoom, because that's where they are. They won't make that structure and then go over here where there isn't one, typically, and hide. They'd rather be by their spot. It's done for a reason. All right, I got to get across this. I'll be right back. All right, I seriously thought I was lost for a minute. There's my bike. Never been so happy to see that bad boy. All right, another hangout in here, right behind this big rock. They clearly ambushed this road. I have game, and I also see the mountain lions walk on it too. There's another one right there. Because it's easy, yes, and also because I think that he's following scents. Okay, so I got to come back here. This was a great exploration day, guys. Thanks for bearing with this video. I know it wasn't one of my best. But really interesting nevertheless. I really found that to be cool. Here's my problem here, you guys. It's endless. I don't know where to go. I think wherever I go here, I'm going to see stuff like what I was seeing today, but I got to find where the real deal is. As you can see, I mean, I have, mountains every which way. That doesn't, I look for the thicker cover. Look at that bad boy. It might be bear? No, it's the other one. I don't know what that is. Looks like a cat. This is still frozen. It's like permafrost. Oh yeah, he spent some time right here. See? It wasn't today. Alright guys, I gotta head back. You can see how muddy and most of that's frozen, so it's when you're driving a 1200cc 600-pound motorcycle up that, even with knobbies on it, it gets brutal. Look at this guy. He went right up that hill. Right up there. I can see the path all the way. Maybe that's where his cave is. Alright guys, over and out.